very good morning to our RANsquawk listeners. Welcome to the European rundown for today, Thursday, 28th of July. General risk-averse trade has been seen so far in the various asset classes into the European session. This has come after the lower close on Wall Street we saw yesterday, particularly with the downbeat beige book as well, which we saw released. In terms of the three major themes though here in Europe, one has been the continued concern over the US debt ceiling talks, and we look ahead now to Republican comments which are due for their vote later on in the session today. Separately, a number of corporate earnings missing to the downside in Europe. The major bank Credit Suisse, they're trading lower after their corporate earnings. They also announced some 2,000 jobs are to be cut going forward. BASF, Alcatel, Lucent, Siemens, they're all trading lower after their corporate numbers. In terms of elsewhere, seems to be still some refocus back towards the health of Eurozone debt issues on a sovereign basis. As such, Italy seems to have been brought back into the spotlight once again. We did have 3- and 10-year bond yield sales, although they did pass through. They weren't entirely that impressive, and as such we've seen some rewidening in the Italian-German 10-year bond yield spread by a further 20 basis points this morning. It's also come amid some chatter doing the rounds that Tremonti, the finance minister, may be set to resign. However, we have seen that denied by Italy themselves. Looking forward then in terms of the rest of the session, another busy day in terms of US corporate equity earnings reports. We've already had DuPont hit the wires. They've exceeded expectations, and the fertiliser giant in Canada, Potash, they beat and raised guidance, which also lifted Germany's K&S shares. Elsewhere then, in terms of economic data, pending home sales will take precedence to weekly jobs numbers, and we'll also look up to wrap the $99 billion worth of Treasury issuance for the week. Following the slightly softer 5-year yesterday, we'll look to the 7-year note to be auctioned at 6 o'clock London, midday Chicago. That concludes that opening wrap from here in London. We'll have another update later at the cash equity close in Europe. So for the time being, have yourself a great trading day.